Hey friends, thanks so much for joining me today. We're going to look at how to drill a hole in a door so that you can put a deadbolt above your handle. Alright friends, so the first thing you have to have is not this. The first thing you need is a deadbolt. The reason why is because it will give you the placement of where this door should be drilled. So in your deadbolt, and we'll look at how to install one of those later, but in your deadbolt box will come a set of directions. And those directions are really important because they have the placement where your hole needs to be drilled. So I'm going to set this aside. We'll look at how to install that later. But when we unfold our directions, it'll tell us where to drill our hole for the new deadbolt. So on here, I need to have, let's see, this is what measurement I'm looking for. It's 2 3/8 or 2 3/4. So that is from the edge of the door in, either 2 3/8 or 2 3/4. I'm going to go ahead and make it the same as what my door handle is, so it's not offset a little bit from my handle. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my tape measure, mark out on here where I want to put that hole. Then I'm going to use this contraption. This is for drilling holes in doors. Here's a picture of what you can get on the internet. This one I got at Menards. It's a Master Force, so it's like their brand that they sell. And you can buy more expensive ones for sure, but this one has worked for me. I've used this on a couple doors already and it's worked fine. It's got some spaces in here for different back sets, so I don't even really have to measure it out too much. I am going to measure it so that I'm making sure I'm the same here, but this makes it really easy to where you either put the spacer at 2 3/8 or 2 3/4. Then you put it against the door after you loosen it up and stuff. Put it against the door like so. Then you tighten it up, and that provides you the correct back set of your door. So this one is obviously a 2 3/4. So this just slides out and it slides back in. Like so. Let's get the screw in the right spot. And it slides in. Now this door is thicker than what I did on the last door. So what you can do is you can take these spacers out, and then that gives you that room where you can make the door, or you make your bracket fit whatever that thickness of the door is, and then you can tighten your screw down to here. And it makes it tight, it keeps the correct back set, and you're ready to roll. So I don't need these for this door. I've used them for other ones. Now, what is really nice on this jig is it provides a hole here, a hole on the back side, and a hole here for the barrel of that deadbolt. And what is super handy on these is what times I'll do on this is I'll start from this side and go in about halfway, then come over here, go in about halfway, and that way if my drill is off just a hair, I'm not drilling up and popping out a whole different plane, a different height from the bottom or the top of the door as the other side. So now I can go ahead and get my drill set up, drill a hole here, drill a hole here, then I will drill this hole for the barrel. So remember your safety, folks. It's it might be an inconvenience, but it's really going to be an inconvenience to go to the doctor to pull something out of your eye. So I highly recommend wearing your safety glasses. Okay, so like I said, I was going to measure, but I don't really need to now that I pulled this out and put it in a different back set. I'm looking here and I'm totally aligned, so I'm just gonna go ahead and drill a hole and save that time. That's what's really hard, folks, about a steel door, is it has a real tendency to walk if you're really not careful. So I'm going to go ahead and shut that against there, and then hopefully be able to control this a little bit better. One thing you can do to keep this from walking, you can get some quick clamps, clamp up here, clamp down there, so that this thing doesn't have a tendency to move, because really you only have it clamped right here. Out in here, it might have a tendency to want to move a little bit. Okay, so like I said, now I'm going to go to the back side and drill it from the other side. You can see I got that steel piece in there. I'm going to go ahead and pop that out. And I don't actually know how many doors, how many pieces of steel that these will cut, but if it gets to where it's too hard and it won't bite, then I might just replace this whole piece. And this is getting pretty hard, so this thing's probably not long for this world. I suppose I could sharpen it with a file, but it's probably time and money ahead if I just replace this piece right here. There we go, folks. You can see it's just a tiny bit offset, so that is not going to really matter, because the only thing I really have going through there is the barrel, which is narrower than this, but it's a good thing I didn't go from one side all the way through the other side. So now we're going to drill this section out right here. So we're going to have to change our drill bit. And so, folks, you can take this off and then you can put this on, but what I have done, I have another hole saw that's the exact same diameter, and so I just use this one for here, and I'm going to use this one until this gets bad, and then I'll just put that on there. Okay, so now we're drilling in here, and you really want to try to keep it level and the correct side to side. So now we're all the way through here, and now we're done with our jig, and we're done with our hole saw. Okay, so there you go, folks. That's how you can drill your door. You can drill holes so you can put a deadbolt in a door that doesn't have one, or if this was just a flat door and it didn't even have a hole for the handle, you can go ahead and you can drill those holes. So this isn't super expensive, but man, does it save a lot of time and a lot of headaches of not putting the hole in the right spot. So you saw how easy it was. I just changed the back set, put it on there, and went to town. Okay friends, thanks so much for joining me today. Thanks for the view. Remember to work hard in whatever you're doing. Make sure you have everything straightened up here before you go to work here. Make sure all your depths are in the right spot and everything is the correct diameter before you begin, because hard work is its own reward. Thanks for watching.